What's going on? It's Travis Thompson, and you can check me out on the Bootleg Kev Podcast.
Yo, man, Bootleg Kev Show, special guest in here, the Boulevard Boy himself.
What's good? It's your boy,
Travis Thompson.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
Of course.
Family shit.
It's been a while, man.
It's good to see you, bro.
Good to see you. I ain't seen you since all this pandemic shit been popping.
It's been a fucking grip, bro.
Yeah. How have you been during this whole entire weird... Well, the world has changed. The world has changed since I've seen you last.
I know. It's so much. I mean, the last time I seen you, I think I was put out the last album, Reckless Endangerment, and then we were on the press run for
when
that.
Was that
shit.
2019?
That was the end of 2019. And then we were about to go on tour and then like release some more shit, and then the whole pandemic happened, and I was like, all right, let me just like really take some time and like level up and like actually like, I don't know. It was like, I don't know, I felt like a time to really start swinging for the fence on some like, all right, we've built a core fan base, we've built like we've got some cool shit going, but now we really want to start like make records that make shit move, you feel me? So like, yeah, so we just locked ourselves in for like the whole fucking pandemic, which was crazy. We were up in Seattle just kind of going stir crazy for a long time, but then we came out here and worked on it near the end of 2020. And now things are kind of like dropped again, you know what I'm saying? Things are moving and finally doing press shit again. So it feels good, bro. I've been good.
Yeah, I saw you say, because I know the homie Salas was kind of like helping doing some A&R stuff. And him and Head always say like, I forget, I saw you quote what they said about making bangers or something.
Oh yeah. It was really just like, nah, make slaps, bro. Like you can rap your ass off.
Don't overthink this.
It's literally all about slaps. Like don't fucking, you can rap your ass off all day. Like literally, and it was the shit my friends were telling me too. My friends were literally just being like, nah, we want like slaps for the car, bro. Like you barring out and shit. You like spitting your little stories and shit.
Not
like,
Xanax by the way.
No,
Lyrics.
It's a rap on that. No, it's over for Xanax. Right?
Yeah.
It's been out for
I hope so.
I mean, yeah, some motherfuckers are still down bad, but I can't even. Ooh, it's over for that.
Good.
Yeah, it was over. But no, we just locked in for all of 2020 and kind of drove ourselves a little crazy in the crib. But yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
Okay, you're living in the Seattle area.
I am living in Seattle
during the pandemic, and there's like this fucking zone of the city.
Yeah, Chaz.
The Chaz zone.
The Chop. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
The shit looked crazy. To me, it was like if Antifa really like took over the world, that little strip of the city might be like.
No, I feel you. In a way, it was like it's a weird like touchy subject on it because it's like it was such a thing, bro. It was such a force when it happened in the city, bro. And it was like definitely exaggerated by the media. You feel me? It was definitely like all they would show you was the crazy shit, and then like running footage of the crazy shit. Like it was like this complete like, and granted there was like 2 blocks where that shit was popping off for a little bit. Like for a few weeks it was definitely like.
Was it like Amsterdam in The Wire? Do you even know that reference? Okay, don't worry about it.
Oh yeah, I know exactly. No, it wasn't like that, but it was straight like, I don't know. It was like half of like people like protesting in like Patagonia with signs and nice ladies being like, yeah, da, da, da. And then half of like, nah, we're taking this shit back. Like, if you're here, let's burn some shit down. Let's really like make a, you know what I'm saying? So it was like a just crazy energy and shit. I only went up there like twice.
You tapped in? You tapped into the Chaz?
It's not. I'm from Seattle, so it wasn't like scary or nothing. Right. Like if you went up there, bro, like obviously maybe at night shit was getting a little hectic, but like in the daytime, you can just walk your dog through it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't this crazy.
I mean, there was probably people who like had apartments in the middle of the Chaz.
Oh yeah, no, there's like I had homies who were like watching it, like going live from their balcony every night. You know what I'm saying? Like this is what it looks like outside my shit. Like it was insane, bro. Like it was an insane time that definitely like Seattle will never forget. You know what I'm saying?
You and I are pretty liberal people, I feel like, based on our conversations. Yeah. But I feel like that was like when being liberal gets a little bit too real.
Hey man. I don't even. It's a touchy subject. You feel me? Because I'm on some like if we want a real change, we kind of got to start from scratch. But hey man, it ain't my place to go up and loot shit. You know, I wasn't out there out there going crazy or nothing, but I was like making my voice heard and shit, I guess. You feel me?
Yeah, no, it was I think like it's just so crazy to think like what all we went through in a year's time.
Bro, it was an insane fucking time, bro. Like I remember just walking around seeing like people's faces and like the emotions you see in people's faces were like not brand new, but like I don't know. It was wild to me, bro. Like it was just an emotional ass time, a hectic ass time, bro. Like we went to a few protests out in Seattle, and it was just every time we went is an experience. Like it was a whole different
Yeah. We went to a few out here, and it was like some of them were chill, And then one of them, there was like, I saw with my own eyes, like the shit like you would see on like Instagram where it was like, yo, there's like people dressed in all black fucking shit up. And
no, I'm not. No, yeah, bro. And it's crazy to me how like I ain't gonna lie. Like we went to one protest out in Bellevue. It was like it's like the east side of Seattle and shit. And it was like a perfectly peaceful like no one was doing nothing. I was up front, bro. I was like very front. Yeah, I was up in the like, and then out of nowhere, someone throws something at a cop, and then shit just goes completely left. Like tear gas, like the little grenades that they go, the little grenades that go off. So we're running down the street, like we're like me and my manager Shelton are like huffing this gas, like trying not to puke. My homies like pouring water and milk in people's eyes and shit. Like, and it was crazy to like watch like the news report on it when I was right there and act like it was like
a violent protest the whole time. A violent
protest, bro. It was like, and it wasn't like someone threw it was like a can or something got thrown into a crowd of cops, and then it just went left. And then I'm watching people report on it, and they're just like, oh, these violent protests are like, or they're walking up to kids who are looting, like trying to get in their faces and shit. I'm like, y'all aren't reporting the story, bro. You're just trying to get a sensationalized version.
It's about ratings, bro.
Bro, it's fucking insane. And I've always known it's about ratings. I've always known it's like that we're gonna show you this shit, but really this is going on. But like going there in first person and seeing, like watching the protesters get like stories spun on them was so ugly, bro. So ugly. So you feel me? Shit got hectic in Seattle, but at the same time, they like sensationalized it and made people look crazy when they were really just making their voice heard. You feel me?
Nah, I think like that's the one thing. Like the
news reporters in Seattle are shiesty too.
Dude, the news reporters everywhere.
They put me on
shiesty,
the news,
bro.
and they put me on the news because we seen them, bro. Like I saw this lady doing an interview, like lying straight up on TV, like a news reporter lying for Cairo 7 in Seattle. She was straight up lying, and I like me and my manager Sheldon like got in her interview and we're like, you're lying. That's not what happened. We were there. And they turned the camera to us and they were like, made us look like crazy protesters.
Right.
And this
like,
is like,
look at this crazy,
look at these crazy kids. And I'm like, and then so I'm getting texts like, bro, they're making you look crazy on the news. Why did I just see you on the news? Why did I see you on the news? Why did I see you on the news? And I'm like, whoa, was that like live? And come to find out it was fucking live. So it was like I was on live TV being like, you a fucking liar. Da-da-da-da-da. But it was just passionate in the moment, like stop lying to the people, you feel me? So yeah, it was a crazy time, bro.
Let me ask you this, because like obviously you're a young dude, like, and I do feel like getting like accurate depictions of what's really going on news wise is hard to find nowadays, right? Because no matter what you watch, if you watch, it used to be CNN was like, it felt like it was like you're gonna get the no bias,
or the MSNBC. You gonna
get See, my thing is like if you watch MSNBC, you're gonna get like the hardcore like liberal version of whatever the news is, right? Yeah. And then if you watch Fox, it's like batshit crazy MAGA land.
Yeah. And then CNN
used to be, but now medium. CNN also is like kind of full of shit. So it's like, where the fuck?
Bro, I just be trying to watch Twitter videos and then try to decipher like the energy as best as I can, bro. I just be trying to see as many like live people's footage.
Twitter's the best news source.
Twitter is the best news. I'm not gonna lie. Like I've been on Facebook for years, but I've been off of it for years. But then during
Facebook,
I said I've been off it for years. Like as soon as I started rapping, bro, I gave up Facebook. But like I hopped back on it during the pandemic because the lives on there were insane, bro. Like people were going live through these like uprising protests and shit, and like it was some of the crazy shit I ever seen, bro. Like
you go on Facebook and you'll be like, oh damn, I can't. Like I family members.
Oh yeah,
people you went to high school with, and you'd be like, "These people are crazy."
Oh my, it's
crazy
sad,
psychopaths.
I'll go on Facebook. I'll randomly go on Facebook to change like some like artist ad shit on the Facebook page, and then I'll like the first status I see is like, "Here's my baby mama back page ad. Da da da. Let me see my kid again. Da da da.
Or the vaccine is fake. The vaccine is fake."
And I'm like, "Oh my god, bro!" Or like, "Hey, I need some cigarettes. Can someone give me a ride?" And I'm just like, "Whoa, bro, this is insane."
Facebook is a
no man's
dark
land.
place.
You feel me? It's fucked up. No, I don't be on that.
And it's like people you actually know, like Instagram. You follow a bunch of people you just open up Facebook. You're like, damn, I've known this guy for 15 years. What the fuck is he talking about
real life, bro. Yeah, no, I don't be on that motherfucker though.
And most people get their news from memes on Facebook.
Oh, that's ugly, bro. Don't say that.
Most old people? What?
You are not lying, brother.
I swear to God.
Facebook comments are like a cesspool of like gross.
My wife's mom she's like an older Mexican lady, and she won't get vaccinated because she's on Facebook all day. God bless her. She's one of the hardest working ladies in the world.
Yeah.
But she always sends my wife like shit she finds on Facebook.
Yeah.
And it's like it's literally on Facebook, and I'm like, Babe, tell your mom to get the fuck off of Facebook.
No, I'm not. Yeah, bro. I'm not.
Like,
yeah, no, I already know. I got
yo.
mad family members like sharing shit with me through the text and the DMs. Like, I'm like, bro, like you are not the guy. You are not the scientist who figured this shit out, bro. Yeah, no, I already know. I can't be on Facebook. It's a cesspool of ignorance.
So listen, man, give me kind of like, you know, do you feel like you worked the hardest on this album?
I definitely worked the hardest on this album for sure, and just pushed ourselves way harder than before. Cause I don't know, like I was telling you before we got started, bro. It was very much like we're swinging for the fences this time, and we're like we want to make slaps, like regardless of like I don't know. We built a cool thing. We built like a fan base, a solid group of people who fuck with me for years, who like support us and come to shows and stream our shit. But I don't know. I wanted to get in front of a new audience and like make people move for the first time on some just fun shit, on some like just slapping ass song shit. You feel me? So yeah, we definitely worked harder on this, and we spent like a month and a half out here in LA meeting with producers and meeting artists and shit. Like I had never done that before.
Prior to that, you were just like recording in Seattle?
It was all in-house Seattle shit.
Yeah.
It was all in-house. And like if we got a feature, we send it out. And like I didn't even start having rapper friends until like Reckless came out.
Who's your rapper friends?
I don't know, bro. I mean, everyone who was on the album or like was on the last album, you know what I'm saying? Like, but then we got a bunch of, like for this one, we started working like, I don't know, fuck. Who's the rapper friends that are
You got Boogie on the album,
Boogie's
right?
on the album. He's the homie. G-Eazy's the homie. Who else? Guap Dad's he's not, I mean, he's on like Deluxe maybe, but Guap Dad, like Rex Life.
Guap Dad is one of the more funniest human beings alive.
Guap is like a genuinely hilarious person.
Did you see we pranked him with the Nelk Boys?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We were out there waiting for like 15 minutes, and I was like, hey, he pranked Guap before. They might be in there plotting on us or something, bro. He was pissed. He was like, I'm about to up pistol on you.
Bro, he had something in his bag.
I already know Guap. But bro, it's funny too, because I remember seeing the comments for that video, like, who's this guy I think he is? And I'm like, oh, y'all don't know Guap. I was like, y'all don't know Guap.
Yeah, that was fun. We did another one. Well, we did a few, but like one of them, like we did with, I mean, at this point in time, I really don't care. We pranked Eric Bellinger and Hitmaker.
For real?
Yes. And
you think you didn't put it out?
No, Hitmaker was not fucking with it at all. He was not, and this is like right before their album came out, right? And I was like, guys, you have no idea. They're gonna put the song in the video. They're gonna put the like clips of your guys.
Yeah.
Hitmaker was so hot.
Pissed. What'd y'all do?
The same thing. The same thing. We're doing an interview, and then he kept coming in.
Did he flip?
Oh, he was not happy.
Oh, the footage has got to be good though.
There's Jesse put out a piece of it and blurred them out. And in the YouTube comments, they figured out that at least one of the two guys was Hitmaker. Eric was cool about it. You know, Eric's like, look, man, like this is what the fuck, man. Like, we're trying to do a serious interview. Like, and I'm like cool with Eric, you know, like, I'm cool with Hitmaker too, but like Hitmaker was so hot.
God damn.
They walked outside.
It's good shit though. It's good shit though. And you had the kid from Nelk do it. So that's fire. Yeah, that's fire. No, hell yeah. I was definitely out there like, fuck, I really hope they don't try to pull some shit on me, because I'm not gonna have a funny reaction. I'm gonna just get annoyed for real.
Boy, I feel like you would recognize.
I might have been like, are y'all fucking with me or something? Yeah, no, it is what it is. But
but go up that. It was interesting.
Yeah, no, but we spent out. We were like a month and a half out here, so it's just like I said, bro. Like it's being in Seattle is super dope. I love being like staying in my hometown and like going to like the bar or something and getting free drinks, and it's hella love. But then when I'm out here, it's just like shit just happens. You feel me? So it's like we're making the move.
Would you ever move out here?
Yeah, we're making the move in the next like few months, I think, but not like permanently.
Yeah, don't get too LA, man. You know,
I know, I already know.
You know what it is.
I'm like extremely like aggressively a kid from Seattle. Like you've known me for a few years now.
Oh, for
like,
sure.
It's on like I'm so this that I can't even try to be anything else. You feel me?
Yeah, just get a nice cool spot in the valley.
Exactly. Everyone live out in the valley out here.
Save some money. Don't go to fucking West Hollywood and walk up and down Melrose with your jewelry on, because everyone's getting robbed right now.
Everyone's getting robbed right now. Melrose is different now. It's different now. Even like a few years ago, I pulled up and I was like, ooh, this feels different. It's like I literally used to say this feels like Instagram comments in real life. That's so what I used to say about Melrose. I'm like, this is like if the Instagram comments like came to life. It's fucking Melrose. It's a weird place, bro.
What was it like linking with Gerald?
Oh man, cool. So basically, I did the LA Leakers freestyle like my first trip to LA or something like that, and he was like the first like artist, like besides like maybe like the one like Macklemore or something that had ever like reached out to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the Leakers freestyle comes out, and then that same day he hits me up. He's like, "Yo, you fucking snapped. This shit's hard. Da 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 da. Keep going. You're going crazy." And then like 2 years passed, but I didn't press the issue because I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not the guy who's, I don't know. I don't ever want to like be a weirdo and try to finesse a friendship or nothing. You feel me? But like my management and shit goes back with him. So eventually like we had a record that made sense and we send it, and he was on, and it was love, bro. Like he was on some like, oh yeah, let's make it go up, da 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 da, and it was hella easy, bro. So really, it just came about on some like, he hit me up in the DM being like, you snapped on that freestyle. I just didn't ask for nothing, just waited for a couple years, and then finally.
Nah, he's the best,
and he's a good dude, bro. We shot the video, and he was on set all day. Turned up with me. We were hitting the Casamigos together. It was lit. That's my guy.
Yeah, G's like for being like a superstar that he is like the coolest motherfucker, man.
Bro, the cool and randomly too, like he'll favorite a tweet on some like stupid shit on some random, just like he's just a genuinely good guy. You know what I'm saying? But he's turned up.
I proposed to my wife in the middle of his set in some festival. I brought her out. Yeah, I brought her out. Yeah, G's like one of my closest friends in the industry.
Okay, bet. Hell yeah. No, he's a good dude, bro.
That's why I was like, oh, they did a song together. I wonder what that studio session was like.
Oh, nah, bro. See, I wish I was trying to make it happen in person, but now we made that song.
Have you partied with G yet? Can you hang? Because it gets serious.
I mean, I don't be off the real drugs or nothing, but yeah, I feel like I can. I was definitely drinking and shit.
You went to Vegas with them and did the Resorts World, right?
Yeah. So we did. What's it called? We were out in Vegas for the first time, and he got us like a section with bottles. And
he's a professional at partying. Like,
oh no, he's a
yeah. Like I'll be with him like when he was doing Dre's in Vegas. I'll be just like, God, I just can't fucking hang. These guys do the fucking normal club, then they go do the after hours, walk outside the club. It's fucking 100 degrees and the sun is out.
Bro, nah, they're different. They're on like literally. He pulled up to the shoot, I think like hours after he had just got back from doing Reno. He was just in Reno. So he hops out the car in like his pajamas, and he's like, his whole team was like, I don't know how he's awake right now. He's been up for da 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 da.
I know how.
Yeah. He's lit though. He lit. That's my boy. He good for it. And he's just dropping an album and shit too. Like,
yeah, no, album comes out September 24th.
Boom.
These things happen too.
You feel me? But yeah, no, he's on some genuine shit. Like, he was giving me mad advice on shoot too, because he goes back with Benner, my manager, and he was just like, I don't know. You could tell like he pulled up and he was like, he like cared about it. You feel me?
Side note. Benner might be the coolest name ever.
For real?
Benner? That's hard.
I guess so. I ain't never gave him the credit for that one, but yeah, it ain't a bad name.
Like, yo, what's your name? My name's Benner, bruh. I'm Benner over. You feel me?
They go. You're hella dumb.
Oh, Benner over.
God damn. Now everywhere we go, they'd be like, Bennett? And he's like, nah, Benner. And they're like, whoa, okay, bet. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of hard. But yeah, good dude, bro, for real.
So, Boulevard Boy.
Yes.
You have it tattooed on your hands.
I did. I tattooed it on my hands.
Was this prior to you making this your album, or was this?
Yeah, no, it was prior, just because Boulevard Boys is the I grew up on Ambon Boulevard, and then me and my friends LLC, like our business is Boulevard Boys.
What's the LLC and what do you guys? What kind of business you guys in besides the music?
It's just it's just music. It's just,
I don't know if you got a pizza place or something.
Hey,
you were telling us about a pizza restaurant by your house.
Though I'm really trying to like. I grew up in like right next to a pizza place.
I remember you saying that.
I started working there when I was like 16. That's how I bought a microphone and shit and a laptop. But I just did a pizza there for the album. Just had my own pizza, worked behind the counter and everything. It was lit. And I was talking to them. I was like, let's open up a second one. Let's do it. So you never know. That's funny you say that too, because like I genuinely want to like invest in that shit.
If you could open any type of restaurant, would it be like, what would it be outside of a pizza place? Because obviously you want to do.
Yeah, the pizza is only. I just work there, and I feel like I know.
What other food are you most passionate about?
Man, it's not American food, and it would feel greasy. I don't know. My friend does Native American and soul food combined, and because I'm Navajo, so like from the res and everything, so like. It would be tight for me to have like a fusion native restaurant kind of, you feel me? Because my homie is like half black, half native, and you feel me? So he's like, I'm like, shit, we could like.
So it's like fry bread.
So it's like, yeah, it's like classic soul dishes, but like with Native American twists. So like fry bread or like stews and just random stuff.
Yo, that fry bread is some movie.
Bro, I know. I'm telling you, bro. Like, now you had like fry bread tacos, like Navajo tacos?
No, yeah. I mean, I'm from Arizona. There's a bunch of...
Oh, yeah, you're from Arizona, bro. So you know, you're around it. But that's the thing, bro. You meet people who aren't from like the Southwest, and they just look at natives like they're Mexican or something. They don't even know they're around natives. But people from Arizona, you'd be like, oh no, I grew up around
like
natives.
my high school was like the res started like a half a mile from our high school, so all the homies all went. You know, like my friend Doug is native. He's Navajo.
Yeah. My family from Fort Defiance, like Window Rock, up in
I forgot like a couple years ago I posted a picture of my boy Doug and he was like, yo man, he's putting on for us, bro.
You damn right.
Fuck with him, bro.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Nah, man, the natives show us love because, bro, it's not no native rappers out here really. It's only
I think the only other native rapper was I think it was some dude signed to like fucking Psychopathic Records or some shit back in the day. I think it was some guy named ABK. And
I think you put me onto a random native rapper.
I know way too much about that world.
Nah, there's some kids now. There's a kid from Arizona called Res Coast Grizz.
Oh, Res Coast Grizz, my boy.
He's fire, bro. I fuck with him.
He's fucking fire.
Fuck with him. Tribe Called Red, like Snotty Nose Res kids.
Shout out to Res Coast Grizz, man.
Bro, I'm really fucking with him.
He's fire. He can do everything. He can rap, sing.
And bro, he's like like he really looks like one of my cousins or something. Like
For sure.
I showed him to my dad, and my dad flipped.
He looks like somebody who laid me out in a mosh pit.
Oh, my mom.
At some point in time when I was like in high school at a show.
Bro, he literally looks like my cousin. So like I showed it to my pops, and my pops was like, "Whoa!" Like,
and he's fire.
Yeah, he's super fire, bro. I mean, yeah, it's weird being a native rapper out here. You feel me? But it's cool. It's tight. People fuck with us.
Yeah, it's you know, coming up like around a bunch of the native homies. Like a lot. It was like a lot of the native dudes were always into like Tech Nine. And ICP.
I was literally gonna say ICP. Yeah, bro. Like the strange music wave and shit. Yeah.
So like and then I would always like,
it would be like rock shit, like like White Stripes or something.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Well, I would go to like some hardcore like rock shows. Anytime like be some giant native would jump in the motherfucking mosh pit. And it'd just be over for everybody.
Throwing native bows. You feel me?
Yeah, it was them native bows.
The native bows. Nah, yeah, it's interesting, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like we'll go play shows in Arizona, and it's like a majority native crowd sometimes, and then we'll get up and like I'll be on stage. I'm like, damn, I feel like these kids aren't hella turned up. Like I feel like these, and then I'll get off and like they're losing their minds. You feel me? So it's just weird. Like I don't know. Like watching native people react to native rappers is almost a new thing as well as being a native rapper. So it's just, I don't know, it's weird, bro, but I love it, bro.
So you're half native, half what?
Half native, half white. I mean like German, German and Irish, I think.
Oh, I'm German and Irish.
I think, yeah. My mom's always like, why don't you like talk about that? I'm like, you don't care. I'm like, you don't know. First off, no one cares, and you don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
We never know German or
like,
Irish.
Yeah,
shit
like
at the
when's
crib?
the last time you made a fucking what's some German? Like when's the last time you made sauerkraut, mom?
When's the last time you made schnitzel?
Yeah,
what? You feel me? Like never. But yeah, nah. It's so you feel me, white lady. But
yeah, that's how my wife's always like, why don't you ever like rep the? I'm like, I just grew up in a white household.
You feel me? It's just white
it's
Seattle.
It's just generic. It's like. My parents didn't fucking. They weren't like, "Yo, here's a what is the shit the Irish people eat? The fucking shepherd's pie or whatever." Nobody made that. We were just
never.
white people. My dad made enchiladas one night, and the next night Salisbury steak.
Bro, I'm a mama, bro. Like my parents were chefs in Seattle too. So like I've been on different types of food my whole life. So I was like literally like as a kid eating injera and like pho and shit. I was like, we were not.
You were eating pho as a kid?
As a baby, bro. I'm a big boy because
That's awesome.
My parents were chefs and like they put me on to everything.
My parents just made the basic generic shit. Here's
For
roast.
real?
Here's meatloaf.
My parents went crazy.
We ordered pizza.
I feel you. Now my parents were chefs at like a hotel.
Oh,
that's how they met. So the meals.
I didn't have pho until I was like 25 years old.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, Seattle has hella like Asian immigrants, like hella Vietnamese,
I love
Japanese.
pho. Yeah.
So it's like we've had pho in like as long as chicken noodle soup.
Yo, it's crazy because Seattle's also like low key like a baby like Silicon Valley now.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, it's fucking it up, but it's just real
I went
life.
to fucking Seattle and there was like the first time I ever saw one of those Amazon stores where there's nobody in it.
Oh yeah, you can just walk in and just scan your shit.
What the fuck is going on here,
bro? It's very different now, and I'll be walking the block and you'll see one of the robots just like going like just delivering something for Amazon. It's insane, bro. It's different.
It's super different.
But yeah, it is what it is.
Hey, what up, man? We got to interrupt the interview real quick to tell you about our family at Odd Socks. Now, when I be riding for Odd Socks so hard, man, it's because I really love the product. They got the most comfortable socks in the fucking world. I got a pair of Odd Socks Basics on right now. Go get those. They got the socks, WWE joints, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to The Undertaker, Pepsi, motherfucking, really whatever you need. Some weed socks, Nickelodeon. But really, they got the draws now, ladies and gentlemen. I'm holding a pair of Tapatio underwear right now. You want some Pop-Tarts on your dick? Pop-Tart draws. And these motherfuckers are so comfortable. Like, man. So listen, you got to go to oddsocksofficial.com and use the promo code, the discount code Bootleg Kev at oddsocksofficial.com. You'll save 20% off underwear, the most comfortable socks in the world. Crazy licenses. Not only they got the WWE, they got the Scarface, they got the Street Fighter, they got the Nickelodeon, they got it all. So make sure you hit that website, oddsocksofficial.com. Save 20% off with the promo code Bootleg Kev. All right? Go do that. Shout out to Odd Socks. Let's get back to the interview. So obviously you worked a lot during the pandemic, but you know, I'm sure you probably, did you binge watch any TV? Did you get into any gaming? What were you doing like at the crib? Like what was your...
Yeah, man. I feel like I've watched every horror film probably ever.
What's your favorite?
My favorite horror movie.
Or give me like 3 of them.
Give me 3 horror movies I really like. I ain't gonna lie, I really fuck with this movie called Creep. You ever seen Creep? It's about this guy who like puts out a Craigslist ad and he like tries to get someone to come film his life. It's like an independent movie. It's so good, bro. You gotta watch Creep. I really like Hush. These are I'm newer one because we can go classic, bro. Because like
I haven't seen Hush, so
Hush is fire. It's about like a deaf woman who has to like defend herself from an intruder. I'm going new, you feel me? Because classic ones, I hate debating classic movies with people, bro.
Do you like debating classic movies with people?
For sure. Yeah, for sure. I don't know. What's another one? I'll go classic for the last one. You feel me? But like, I love the first Saw.
The first Saw is great.
First Saw is so good, bro. The first
like 2 or 3 were cool, and then this shit just kind of got a little...
The first Saw was like revolutionary, bro.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
You feel me? Like I love like watching a horror film and you're like, oh shit, this was the base for a bunch of other horror films. You know what I'm saying?
Kicked off of like a whole lot of that kind of shit.
I know what you did last summer is corny, but it was a classic. Classic. It revolutionized shit. Paranormal Activity, classic. Revolutionized shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people hate like appreciating new horror films, which is hella annoying.
You ever watch Human Centipede?
Yeah, that's like a middle school for fun,
bro,
like
that
to be
shit
funny
is,
watch.
That shit is, well, I watched the first one and it was disturbing.
It's fucked up, bro. It's super
No,
fucked
but the
up.
second one is...
Oh, that's even worse.
I had to turn it off.
Yeah, no.
They like fucking smash a baby's head under like a brake pedal in a car. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here?
That shit is literally just like a... What's the word for it? I don't know, but they're just trying.
They're just trying to like,
weird you out, shock you, make you fucking like uncomfortable and shit. I can't rock.
It's like the 6ix9ine of like horror movies.
God damn. There's one too. I think people call it like a Serbian film or some shit that I hear about. Like, bruh, that shit is nasty to me, bro. Yeah. But like I was saying, the classic horror films we ran up, and it's all kinds of movies, bro. Like, and I feel like I appreciated music more too. Like just sitting in the crib, like. I feel like for a long time, I felt like a rapper who put words over beats. Mm-hmm. And now I feel like just working on music and like trying to learn chords on the piano and just like trying to understand melody more. I feel way more like a musician now than I ever have.
That's dope.
You feel me? Now I'm like, I feel like
you're starting to like learn your, I mean, at the end of the day, everyone gets better, bro. Everyone understands music more. Cause like you said, anybody, like not anybody can rap like you, but anybody can record lyrics over a beat.
Exactly,
but
bro.
There's so much more musically, that you got to get to really, transcend things.
Exactly. And I just feel like I needed to sit down for a while to fully understand, like, and just appreciate music. Like, I wasn't putting on music the way I do now. Like, before I'd be like, I've made music all day, bro. I'm sick of it. I'm gonna put on a podcast or something. I don't want to hear music. But now I wake up like excited to like listen to sounds.
What do you listen to? That
like set it over?
Yeah, I mean, just like, because I feel like sometimes there's like a fine line between like...
I can't even lie and say that it was someone else's music that made me like fall in love with it. It was really just like appreciating my own music. I think we made like Dead Prezzies and Crossfaded. Like those are like some of the first songs we made for the album. So it was like, or like maybe not Crossfaded, but anyways, like some of the single were the first songs we made for the album. So it was like, oh shit, these are way better than anything I ever done. How can I keep making these ones again? And in the process of like, just making a million songs is what made me fall in love with music. You feel me?
You know what I've been doing lately is like when I'm like trying to get some shit done, I'm trying to relax. I'll throw on some like lo-fi hip hop instrumentals.
That's what you've been on?
There's like
okay,
there's like this
like the lo-fi chill beats to study to. Yeah.
There's like a loop on YouTube, and
comment
it's
section
like
of that?
Bart Simpson just going like this for like 10 hours
in like a coffee shop or something, bro. Like what's crazy is the lo-fi beats and like chill to study playlist on YouTube. Go read the comments. It's because it's a 24-hour video.
Yeah.
So it's like those bro. People are having whole debates on like under lo-fi, like religious debates.
Master debates?
Yes, master debates in the lo-fi like hip hop beats.
They're just going back and forth. It's like a Reddit forum.
It's literally like a Reddit forum or like a live tweeting thread. Like, bro, it's insane, bro. It's crazy.
Okay, what's better, Donda or Certified Lover Boy?
I think. I prefer Certified Lover Boy more, but I think the songs that I love on Donda I love more than the songs I love on Certified Lover Boy, if that makes sense. Like,
no, that makes total sense.
I love Pure Souls. I love Come to Life. Okay Part 2, Jail Part 2. Like, I love those fucking songs more than I think I like Way Too Sexy, even though I'm playing Way Too Sexy like 5 times a day.
Yeah, I say like if you take like the top like 6 or 7 records off of Donda's, it's shitting on.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
but I ain't gonna lie, bro.
I love Hurricane. I love fucking that Off the Grid is crazy.
Yeah, bro. But then you play Certified Lover Boy top to bottom, and you're like, bro, it's undeniable. It's undeniable. Hell yeah! What? Are you kidding me? Yeah, that shit slap, bro. And I'm not even the biggest Drake fan. Like, my homies are like the Drake fans. I'm the one that's like.
So you're saying front to back, it's undeniable. Yes. Certified Lover Boy.
Yeah. Front to back, for sure, bro. It's fire. What you mean? You don't agree with that?
I just think it is the most generic. I just feel like it was the most uninspired attempt at an album I've heard in a long time.
You thought you played it safe or something?
I mean, he always plays it safe.
But that's the thing, bro.
Bro, I saw Rory
playing safe when you're number one.
But I saw Rory say this on his podcast with Maul. He said that somebody he knew said that it felt like Drake was like making a parody of himself.
Oh yeah,
and I was like, yeah.
I saw someone be like, what was the first mixtape that he put out? October's Very Own. Or what was the? It
first? Wasn't So Far Gone. It was before that. It was What the fuck was the name of that tape?
What's the mixtape?
I don't know. I know what you're.
Comeback Season or
Comeback
something
Season.
Like,
yeah.
I heard like the homie Zini say it was like basically just repurposed Comeback Season, and I was like, damn, that's a crazy take. But no, I don't know, bro. To me, there's no playing it safe when you're that big.
Let me ask you something. Do you like McDonald's?
Yeah.
Of course you do.
I used to not like McDonald's, but now I became a touring rapper, and then McDonald's you learned to love it.
So McDonald's is the biggest restaurant in the world, right?
For sure.
For sure. And in order for it to be the biggest restaurant in the world, it literally has to be good. Now, it might not be good. McDonald's is fire.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like. But hot, fresh McDonald's
is the shit.
It's the best. Is a better meal than like
most
shitty
things.
Ruth Chris.
I agree.
You feel me?
I love McDonald's.
You feel me, bro? I used to be a big hater, and then I started touring, and I'm like, nah, McDonald's. And then
you put the fries on your burger.
Isaiah Rashad put me on. He told me, I seen an interview. He was like, yo, bro, like you show up to McDonald's and you say, hey, do you have the time to make this fresh? Like, I'll wait. Yeah. I'll wait. And if they got the time to make everything fresh,
smacks.
It's crazy.
So Drake.
You saying Drake's like McDonald's?
He's the McDonald's of hip hop. He's the biggest, and he is good as fuck. And at times, he's fresh. He's fresh McDonald's at times.
If Drake is McDonald's, he's a different kind of McDonald's because he's like serving filet mignons every now and then.
So maybe he's like McDonald's in like Singapore.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like if he's McDonald's, he's got to be like an exquisite McDonald's or something. So
bro. He's McDonald's. And this album to me was just another Big Mac. He knew, look, this works. It's gonna sell. Let me just throw another Big Mac out there. Where I want him to like take some risks creatively. Like
I feel like we want that and we don't want that.
No, I do. I mean, I'm just like, bro.
You want that because you're a music person. The everyday listener doesn't want that.
So I don't know if that's true because you got someone like Tyler the Creator, or you got someone like Kendrick Lamar, who every time Kendrick drops, he is pushing the boundaries of being creative. So my thing with Drake is, he is the McDonald's of hip hop, which is okay because I love McDonald's. I love Drake. With that being said, this album to me just solidified that. I was like, oh, this fool's just mailing it in.
I feel you, but how do you define what's better if like if you go out for the evening, McDonald's will make sense sometime that night. Yeah. If you go out for the evening, whatever you would compare Donda to might not make sense that night.
For sure. McDonald's always makes sense.
So how can you quantify what's better?
No, McDonald's always makes sense.
You feel me?
It's always convenient. It's always there. But it's not going to win a James Beard Award.
I guess so, bro. I guess so. Two different goals, man. Like,
and the thing is I want Drake to put an album out that could win album of the year at the Grammys. Not hip hop album of the year, album of the year at the Grammys, because he's that big of an artist.
No, I feel you. It's a fair thing to ask. I just, as a rapper, it's hard for me to even like. I'm just like, bro, the run is like unprecedented.
No.
So I'm just like,
no one has ever done what Drake's doing. Period. Like, he's the biggest crazy. Ever. He's got more hits than anyone ever, and his run is longer than anyone's run at the top has ever been. These are all undeniable.
Longer than Jay-Z?
Yeah, at the top?
So you're saying Drake's more legendary than Jay-Z?
No. Hov will rap circles around Drake. And I'll take Jay's catalog over Drake's all day. But you got to understand, Jay-Z's first #1 record on Billboard didn't come till 2009. It was Empire State of Mind on Blueprint 3.
Crazy.
So the first time Jay ever got a #1 song was 2009. It was Empire State of Mind.
Are you kidding me, bro? Oh my God.
But think about how many #1 records Drake has gotten since 2000 and fucking, I mean, Drake's been the guy for longer than anyone. And
yeah, nah, that's insane. I didn't know Hov didn't go fucking, that's insane. I didn't know that's wild to me. Wow.
Yeah, so I think Drake is that guy. I had an argument, like me and Freddie Gibbs ran into Drake at some place out here, and we literally argued for an hour about his music.
With him? Him?
Yes, I had to tell him because my boy Eric LaRock was with me, Fred was with me, and I keep the same energy. And you could kind of tell, I don't know if he saw some interviews or something, but you could tell, I was like, hey, look, man, I just got to keep the same energy, bro. Like, I always say, like, you're super dope, but I just want more from you.
You told him that straight up?
Straight to his face. Freddie Gibbs as my witness.
Damn, bro.
And then he started breaking down, like, well, you know where I'm from. This is what I told him. I said, you don't have a consensus hip hop classic. Now, that doesn't mean
you looked Drake in the face and said you don't have a consensus hip hop classic.
I'll call Freddie Gibbs right now and he'll tell you I said that to his face.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
So then, then he starts like, this dude's so passionate, and I respected it because I'm like, who the fuck am I to be arguing with Drake at a bar at the Harriet? You know what I'm saying?
You're lit, yeah, for sure.
He's like, pretty much just like, you know, where I'm from, the music's different, and what I do, you would never, a hip hop guy like you would never consider. And I'm like, no, I think Take Care is a classic to me, but you don't got a Doggy Style or a Get Rich or Die Trying where nobody can say shit.
You don't think Nothing Was the Same? He wasn't rapping his ass off?
That's my favorite album of his.
I mean, yeah, because you the hip hop guy.
That's my favorite album of his.
I already know, exactly.
And I consider that to be like a borderline classic. But the thing is like there's these albums that we look at in hip hop that nobody can say shit to you if you call it a classic, right? Illmatic, Doggy Style, Good Kid, Mad City,
36 Chambers,
right?
Whatever,
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah.
All these albums, if you call them a classic, there's nobody who has a serious opinion about hip hop will question you. Drake,
and you don't think Drake has one?
It's split. Like if I say Take Care is a classic, I know 50 dudes that are that might be like, it was good. It's not a classic. You know what I'm saying?
But give it like 15 years though.
But like Good Kid, Mad City, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. These albums are classics.
Take Care is a classic for sure, bro.
I think it is. I think that within the hip hop community, I don't think it's a consensus classic. I don't think everyone's like, really? I don't think so.
Damn. I get shit.
And I love Take Care. And I love Drake.
I was just born in 96, so Drake has just been like...
Damn, you were born in 96.
You
I'm
feel
old
me?
as fuck.
So like, Drake has been a thing since I was like 9.
Since you were listening to music?
Years old. Yeah. No, I can't... Yeah, literally. I remember Drake getting signed. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I'm old as dirt, bro.
No, shit. I was
born in 87.
You were born in 87?
Yeah.
That's not... See, you're lit though. Because you can say you were born in the 80s, but you're not old yet for real.
Isaiah Rashad gave me the most backhanded compliment.
What'd he say?
We were talking about I forget, but we were arguing about some shit, and I was like, bro, I'm not even that old, bro. No, what did he say? He said, he's like, you're an old head or some shit, and I'm like, bro, aren't you 30? He's like, yeah. I'm like, bro, I'm 34. Relax. He's like, you're only 34? And he was like, at first I thought you were an old head who looked young.
That's crazy.
He's like, now you're just a young head that looks old. I said, what does that mean?
That's crazy. No, I would have assumed mid-30s. That's crazy. Damn, I didn't know Isaiah was 30 though.
Yeah.
I mean, motherfuckers be old, man. Motherfuckers be old. I just ate it off with the odds right after that.
Thanks,
but I'm about to be 25 this month though. Congrats. So I feel like I'm getting there.
Who is like your like if you had to like, you know, let's say this. What are your like top 3 or 4 albums all time?
Like all genre?
Anything.
So the three albums, I'll say the albums that shaped me for real were like, the first one was like the first piece of music I ever fell in love with, and that was like American Idiot by Green Day. I think that shit came out like when I was like 8 years old or something like that.
Yeah, that was a moment.
Yeah, that like changed. I was like, that's when I like really fell in love with music.
There was like a whole play revolved around that album.
Yeah, bro, it's like on Broadway still and everything, bro. But like, so American Idiot by Green Day, College Dropout, I found that around the same time.
Yeah.
And those were like, I had like 2 albums on my like 3 gig MP3 player, you know what I'm saying? So I like Green Day and Kanye were like what I was running, like those 2 albums. And then The Curtain Call, which is just like the Eminem compilation album, was like, it was the greatest hits that was in my dad's car all the time. So those 3, plus like The Score by the Fugees. Those 4 albums were like, when I think about my childhood, that's what was being played.
Who was listening to The Score around you?
My dad. Like my dad like put me onto all that.
Okay, dope.
Yeah, my dad and my sister are big music heads.
He said The Curtain Call, Eminem's greatest hits.
Yeah, no, that's how you know I'm a kid. You feel me? Like I didn't know about the Slim Shady LP until I had you feel me? So like, yeah. But my dad was a big like Public Enemy fan too. But those 4 albums were like the ones that I like would steal and be like, these are my albums.
How big of a deal is it like being a kid and then the Macklemore album comes out in 2012 and he had always been independently successful and like a name like in the underground, you know, but things really changed when that album came out.
I mean, it changed everything for the whole city. It like nothing will be the same after that.
And I also feel like we got to a point where like we stopped respecting Macklemore for some reason when he's like legitimately like the nicest dude ever, has the best morals. Is probably one of the most transparent artists of all time. He was quality fucking music.
Thank you, brother. He was dealt a shitty like internet hand in the sense of like he had a crazy haircut, beat Kendrick for the Grammy. You know what I'm saying?
I really think that's all it was. It was literally just him beating Kendrick for the Grammy.
Everyone's allowed to be corny, bro, or everyone's allowed to be seen as corny to everyone. Like you're like, but that's you can't knock someone for that. But when they take an award that you felt like should have went to the one of the greatest hip hop albums of all time, how are you not gonna become like an enemy in people's? But that didn't stop, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like after that whole shit happened, he took me on tour and like he like helped put me on. You know what I'm saying? And like
he's the best.
Bro, like he consistently does shit for the city that he doesn't even like talk about. And yeah, it's one of them things where it's like people always got an opinion and I get it I ain't gonna lie, it's been very telling I watch people who like don't fuck with him but fuck with me but don't fuck with him for the same reasons that like they fuck like I'm just, you feel me? I'll just be like,
he just gets a bad rep for no reason,
you feel me? I'll be walking around Seattle and like the people I'm around will say something about Mac and I'm like, okay, let me get these hits off. Y'all ain't gonna fuck with me in like 2 years. Yeah, you feel me? Because I just be knowing, bro. It's like motherfuckers always have shit to say, but it is what it is, bro. Like everyone's allowed to have an opinion and shit, but like
I just think like Macklemore for whatever reason, like you know, I really think it was the Kendrick moment. But I think like we just forget like how good the music was, and he hasn't put out music in a couple years. But I mean, it still is very good. So I don't want to,
bro. Like he's like an independent anomaly. Like Thrift Shop is a diamond song, and it's an independent diamond song. Like
people don't realize
that's a different kind of bread. Like
him and Ryan Lewis are rich.
Him and Ryan Lewis are so stupidly rich. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like,
and they brought so much to the game when it comes to just their visuals.
There will never be another artists like Chance or like Macklemore or like, cause these are independent anomalies.
And I'm gonna be honest, bro, like when people say like independent and they're really not independent, Macklemore wasn't that. And the reason, and some people,
they don't know, bro. They don't know.
He literally just hired a label's radio staff to work his records. Like he wasn't signed because he had Warner Brother working all his shit to radio, but he wasn't signed to Warner Brother. He literally just hired them.
Yeah, I already know, bro. And he's just been solid from jump for me, bro. Like anytime that he's like, what you got going on? I'm like, oh, I'm talking about things. Like, send me the contract or something.
He's the best,
when you got it, bro. Let me see it. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? And he does that for people.
I just think he also broke down so many walls for like, you know, just transparency in rap. Like, you know, the fact like he talked about his drug addiction so openly and
it be pissing me off too because I feel like he came from like this hip hop background. Like
he was he was on some backpack shit.
He was on some backpack shit, but then when he blew up, all the backpack fans were like, "You're not this anymore." It's like, bro, like really listen because there are those songs you just don't like it because it's famous now. That should be getting to me, bro. Like
that shit happens every time.
White backpack heads.
Anytime someone,
it's all love. I'm a white backpack head. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, those white backpack fans are weirdos.
Or weird, bro. But we're both those guys, so we can't hate on them. You know,
quite a bit.
Yeah.
What percentage of your fan base are juggalos?
A few. I ain't gonna lie, a few. Cause I'm just a chubby, weird looking dude. So we attract like chubby, weird looking dudes to the shows. You feel me? Like people pull up and they're like, hey bro, like you repping for the big boys.
Hatchet man tattooed on their calf.
Tattoos. You feel me? They might be wearing some crazy shit. Like a lot of like the chained wallets or something. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're in Arizona, you see how all that shit. You feel me? How the native kids out there be dressed, like the rocker kids.
A lot of kids love that. Hey,
exactly.
Would you ever take the bag to do the gathering of the Juggalos?
Man, if I was the artist who I felt like they would be receptive well, yeah, hell yeah, I would do it, bro. I want to go to the gathering regardless, bro. Even if I'm not.
I want to go just to like experience
the vibe, bro. Are you kidding me? The skate park I grew up at. Like it was it was the skaters versus the Juggalos every day. It was like it would be like 30 of us skaters every day, and then like the Juggalos kind of like lived at the park. You feel me? So like
they were fucking doing. So
anytime
math.
the cops pulled up, the Juggalos would blame us. We blame the Juggalos. You feel me?
It's the Juggalos.
Yeah, literally.
They're clearly on meth.
Literally, bro. Yeah, no, we were getting big brawls with the Juggalos and shit. But at the end, like once you grow up, you realize, hey man, ICP is legendary, bro. I no.
ICP again.
I hated on it my whole childhood because I didn't fuck with Juggalos. You feel me? My whole life, like my cousin would come over, he'd have the ICP shirt on. I'd be like, bro, you're corny for that. Like, take that shit off.
No, for sure.
And then I became a musician, and I'm like, oh my god.
Well,
like,
the music's terrible, but
I fucked with that one, like the homies. Yeah, yeah, that shit. That's a slapper. Yeah.
My cousin was into an album called The Great Malenko when I was a kid, and it was like all right because it was like funny because they were like doing like weird like horrorcore shit.
Yeah.
But what I'll say about them is like they really laid the blueprint for so much of the independent shit, so much of the merch shit going on right now.
That's what the fuck I be saying. And all these festivals that go on. Like,
yeah, they laid
like everyone having a festival. ICP had their festival first. You feel me? Like
ICP ran up the merch before everybody.
They got to be so stupid. We were talking about that the other day. We were like, literally, it might have been 2 days ago. I was like, how much you think ICP is worth? And they were like, bro, they were nationally recognized as a gang by the FBI. They're breaded.
No, they got bread, dude.
They're breaded. Shout out ICP, bro. I don't listen to it, but they're legends.
They're legends for sure. I hope I get to. I think I met.
Bro, the fact that their fans ride for that shit so hard is so crazy to me. Like the fan base they've built, I don't fucking get it. Like,
you know what? I feel like it started to slow down a bit because those fans are like 40 now with kids.
For sure.
And you'll see somebody. I remember I saw somebody at the park like a couple of years ago that looked like he just got off from a corporate ass job playing with his kids.
The hatchet tat?
And he had the hatchet tattoo on his calf.
Yep. That's
I was like,
go, bro.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I remember being at school and the TA or it would never be a teacher, but like someone employee of the school would like slide his sleeves up to like help you with the problem, and it's a hatchet on his arm, and you're like, this is like a
juggalo. You grew up.
This is like a white collar guy. You know what I'm saying? Like shit. It's
that
crazy.
And the Cottonmouth Kings dudes.
Oh yeah, they go. Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
That was like a whole like nice little underbelly of my high school. Shout out to the Cottonmouth Kings.
For real.
I went to all those shows. ICP would fucking launch fucking Faygo fucking 2 liters into the crowd.
Nah, I remember it, bro. Growing up at the skate park, they do Faygo showers and shit. Like they have like, I swear to God, bro, they get like the 24 pack and they dump it on them. I swear, bro.
In the park?
In the park, bro. And they'd film it with their cell phones and be like, they got initiated into this shit. Bro, I'm not lying.
Wait.
I am not lying. I run deep with the Juggalos.
So in Seattle, skaters versus Juggalos at the park.
Seattle, it was just out the Siberian skate park I grew up at.
Okay, so near Seattle, skaters versus Juggalos at the park. Yeah. You would witness Juggalos being initiated into the Juggalo circle with a Faygo shower.
With Faygo showers, bro. And and they would film it, and then like they might even like jump and miss. Bro, the Juggalos at the skate park I grew up at were on some crazy shit for sure. And they come smoke. They like go on the ground.
What were they smoking?
Pick up little
cigarettes, like butts?
Cigarette butts and shit.
Oh, yeah.
The girls would be coming up tricking for like so low, and we're like 13-year-olds, and we're like, no, we're not gonna buy vagina. We're like 13. You know
dude, that's the one thing. Like
it was insane, bro.
I would always like, I'm real close with Tech 9, so I've probably been to 50 Tech 9 shows. Like, man, the Tech 9 groupies got to be the ugliest groupies.
You're greasy as fuck. You're so greasy.
Jesus Christ. I can't imagine. I can't imagine what the Juggalettes look like out here.
I mean, shout out Strange Music, man. And
I love Travis and the women who love all those guys. Yeah. But it's like, Ritz is a white rapper. He's one of my best friends, right? I love Ritz. But I'm fucking, Jesus Christ, the Ritz concert, the bitches that show up.
You're so greasy.
They look like my aunt. They look like my Aunt Wendy.
You're fucked up, bro. Oh my God, these women are out here just trying to show up and support.
And they're like, "Look, I got a Ritz tattoo on my calf," and you're like,
you're greasy." You're crazy as fuck.
Yeah, I bet you do. All right.
My god.
You have someone tattoo your face yet?
Yeah, I'm not. What's it called? We got a bunch of lyric shit for like years now. But my first portrait was on like this kid's leg. He showed up to our show like last month. And
was he like a normal dude?
What? Yeah, like the cool. And he's been rocking with us for years. Like he pulled up and he was like, I'm at Mikey Stays Baked, and I'm like, oh yeah, I've known this at. And when someone pulls up, they're like, you've been fucking with me for a long time. But bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, it was one of the biggest trips of my whole life. Look at this shit. Zoom in on his shit. Zoom in. Like, it's a full portrait on the back of his leg. Oh, that shit tripped me out, bro.
Shout out to Mikey Stays Baked.
Mikey Stays Baked, you feel me? Yeah, no, that...
Keeping those camel shorts alive.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. It puts you in perspective because I'll wake up and I'll just be depressed and I'm like, well, fuck, son.
Mikey's got my face on his leg. I gotta go hard for Mikey. I can't give up. Yeah.
You feel me?
Otherwise, he's gonna look crazy.
Oh, my mama, bro. I can't say nothing crazy too. Gotta be working hard. You gotta be a good person.
You ever like worry? Do you ever like worry about like being too transparent or honest? Like, because it's so easy to get canceled now.
No, I don't worry about getting canceled just because, like, bro, like I grew up doing like what's it called?
Beating up juggalos. Go ahead.
But like when I got into high school, I did like spoken word poetry and shit. So they put us through like social justice workshops and shit. So like the empathy been running deep. You feel me? It's
not even about that. It's not whether or not
I get nervous on some like. I'm just like a contrarian ass person and just like I feel like I'm too opinionated. So like I'll get on Twitter one day and be like, damn, like coleslaw is fucking ass. Anyone who eats coleslaw is an idiot for real. And then people will be like, damn, bro, I just got your shit tatted and I love coleslaw, bro. And I feel like I just let them down or some shit. You feel me? I don't worry about getting canceled. I feel like just like becoming someone that people are like, oh, that guy's a dick.
You say you listen to a lot of what podcast you listen to?
Shit. I don't know. I listen to Rory and Maul's podcast. I fuck with Rory. I fuck with Bad Friends podcast, the Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee one. I like the $1 Million Worth of Game one.
Oh, I love
Obviously, I love Drink Champs. You feel me?
Drink Champs is great. Nah, actually, Andrew's and Bobby Lee shit is hilarious.
Bro, I think they're like that's my favorite podcast, bro. Andrew Santino is about to be a star, I feel like.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Especially that Dave money coming in.
You feel me? Nah, I'm genuinely a
Who's your favorite, like, obviously if you're into stand-up? Comedians, who's your favorite stand-ups?
What's it called? My parents and my, like, dad specifically are, like, stand-up nerds, you feel me? So, like, every time we're out in New York and LA, we always try to catch a stand-up show. But
you go, like, Comedy Store and shit?
For a long time, I really fuck with Andrew. Yeah, Comedy Store. But Andrew Santino, I fucked with him for a long time. I really like Gavin Matz. This guy named Jack Knight. He's from out in Seattle. Who else? But then I also like obviously like John Mulaney and like Pete Holmes. You feel me? And yeah, bro, all over the place. We be at comedy events like
I go to comedy shows often.
Bro, I love it, bro.
That was the hardest part about everything shutting down.
I respect the fuck out the art form, bro.
Bro, you just pull up to the comedies. There's nothing like taking your girl to the Comedy Store, eating some fucking shitty food, getting some drinks, and just watching like 20 comics.
You feel me? And you never know who's gonna pull up. Like
for sure.
Like literally, we went to the Comedy Store last time I was out here like a year ago, and it was like, it was like a not even a themed night. It was like some random people you never heard of. But then Andrew Santino did a set. Mark Maron did a set. Like all these random like people you be like, oh, I've seen them in a Netflix show. Like we're just popping out. So and being in a comedy city is such a, you feel me? Like
I went. I've been a few times where like Martin Lawrence hopped on.
That's different, bro. That's crazy.
Then like Joe Rogan wasn't supposed to be on, but he came on and did some shit. And then you know who I think is hilarious? Who? It's fucking Tim Dillon.
Oh, I know. Yeah. He's funny. Yeah, I fuck with him.
I like Tim Dillon because I think he breaks everyone's brains because he's like a gay dude.
Yeah.
But he also like just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. That fool's a maniac. Boulevard Boy is out. Obviously, crazy features on it. You got
bro. You got G-Eazy on there, Boogie on there, Juicy J is on there. You feel me? Yeah.
Shout out to Juicy J, man.
Yeah, no, that's like my favorite song in the world. You feel me? Like getting the Juicy vocals back and hearing my hook come after his fucking verse was like a moment.
Are you already working on new music?
Yeah, we're just, the album only came out like a month ago, so we're now back in on some like we've been sitting around for like 3 weeks, so we have to kind of like if you're not in the studio,
let's create.
Yeah, you feel me? If you're not in the studio every day as a rapper, you almost feel like you're bullshitting.
What about touring? Like obviously it's a little tough to do.
Yeah, I was supposed to go on tour. I was supposed to be on tour right now, but it got canceled because of this whole Delta shit. But I'm about to announce like tomorrow. I think like we're doing New York, LA, and then do the whole West Coast run.
Yeah, I've been seeing like some artists have just been canceling their tours because they don't want to put their fans through the thing. But I'm like, yo, this might be kind of the new normal. So you guys should just fucking get over it. And
I mean, it definitely is the new normal for sure. Like this shit's not going away.
like there's going to be venues where you have to be vaccinated to get in. There's going to be venues where they want you to have a test or pull up and take your...
Oh, my mama, bro. Yeah, it's going to be like that for a long fucking time.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Go support the album.
Yeah, go support the album. Come see me in New York, LA, and we're doing a bunch of shows down the West Coast soon. So, yeah, man.
There it is. There's merch. I'm sure you got a website.
Oh, yeah. AmBombBoulevard.com or BoulevardBoy.com.
Did you say N-Bomb?
AmBomb.
Oh, okay.
The Head does that same shit, man.
Jesus Christ.
You're hella funny. AmBombBoulevard.com and then BoulevardBoy.com. Yeah,
no,
that's everything. You can find
Head
everything.
will ask you a question in which if you answer it, no matter what the answer is, it's racist.
Shout out Head, bro. That's my bro.
Yeah. Head's a wild boy, man. Head will be like, yo, Kev, I won't even say. He knows what he does.
It's a fact. No, everyone knows what Head does, too.
Yeah.
West Coast.
There it is. West Coast.